Jay-Z has spoken out on Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl announcement. In a statement shared by Hot 97, Jay-Z praised Lamar's upcoming Super Bowl performance, calling him a once-in-a-generation artist.
Drake does not want Kendrick to perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl. That is the play here. All this is because he does not want Kendrick to perform that song at the Super Bowl. Lord child, it's nasty.
I wanted to announce this before we even get into gambling.
Run.
Because I'm excited. But February 9th, for anybody that's watching from Australia, I'm coming back to Australia the first time in 8 years.
I remember when I was about like 17 years old. I was in a parking lot and I was watching Jay-Z. For me, that was really a moment that unlocked something in my mind. It made me realize that all this is possible, you know. So I want to thank him, both of them, for that moment.
There's no reason why Lil Wayne should not be performing the Super Bowl. There's one person who's stopping this. I know, it's not really a secret. Lil Wayne had a problem with somebody before who's kind of part of the organization running it. This is payback. Who's Lil Wayne artist? Drake.
Drake is supposedly threatening to sue the NFL if they let Kendrick Lamar perform Not Like Us at the Super Bowl halftime show. Can you even? And it gets better. He's planning to drag both the NFL and UMG into this mess. But wait, there's more. Jay-Z, the one who's been pulling strings with the NFL's music strategy through Roc Nation since 2019, has apparently stepped in. And let me tell you, he is not happy with Drake trying to mess with Kendrick's moment. And between you and me, the tension between Jay-Z and Drake, it's been simmering for years. Now here's where it gets really juicy. Some insiders are whispering that Jay-Z might be using Kendrick's Super Bowl slot as some kind of power move against Drake. Drake's fans are already in a frenzy, theorizing that Jay-Z is using poor Kendrick as a pawn to get back at Drake, Lil Wayne, and Birdman over their past beef. Like, can you imagine the drama? But here's the million-dollar question that everyone's dying to know. Does Drake actually have the legal grounds to stop Kendrick from performing Not Like Us at the Super Bowl halftime show? Let's spill all the tea.
Just says he just doesn't want the song played at the Super Bowl. And because in a lawsuit, the NFL is going to tell Kendrick, hey, you can't play this song. You know what I'm saying? At this point, they're going to start to rehearse, you know what I'm saying, for the Super Bowl halftime show. And what the NFL is going to be like, hey, give us your set list. If Not Like Us is on that set list, they're going to be like, oh, this is involved in a lawsuit? Yeah, we don't want nothing to do with that.
Okay, buckle up because we need to rewind to understand this whole messy situation. Let me take you back to the early 2000s when this drama first started brewing. Picture this. Drake drops his So Far Gone mixtape, and Jay-Z, yes, the Jay-Z, actually reaches out and puts him on Off That from The Blueprint 3. Like, imagine being a newcomer and getting that kind of cosign from Hov himself. The love fest continued when Jay-Z jumped on Light Up for Drake's debut album, Thank Me Later. But honey, you know how these music industry relationships go. Nothing sweet lasts forever. Things started getting spicy when Drake's star began rising fast. While it took Jay-Z 3 whole albums to really make it big, Drake was already making massive waves. And Drake? Well, he wasn't exactly being subtle about his ambitions. When Jay-Z and Kanye dropped Watch the Throne, Drake came in hot on DJ Khaled's I'm On One, basically saying he was coming for the crown. The audacity, right? But hold on to your seats because Birdman just had to add his 2 cents. He went on Tropical TV and literally said, and I'm quoting here because this is too good, I don't think Jay-Z is the #1 MC in no kind of way. Wayne's the best. He does the most and he makes the most money. How can you be the best if you don't make the most money or do the most lyrically? Come on, man, be for real. Can't nobody F with Wayne. Oh my goodness, can you imagine how that went down? Jay-Z wasn't about to let that slide. On Watch the Throne's lead single, he clapped back with, I'm like really half a billy, you got baby money. Keep it real, they ain't got my lady money. The shade of it all. But wait, Lil Wayne wasn't having any of it. He turned it up to 11 on It's Good, threatening to kidnap Beyonce. Like, who does that? And Drake, being Drake, had to throw his own shade. Please pardon my brother, he's just angry at you. You don't have your heart in your wrist and got too effing comfy. The drama. Fast forward to 2014, and Drake actually admitted to Rolling Stone that Watch the Throne pushed him creatively. It even inspired Started from the Bottom. Can you believe it? For a hot minute, it seemed like things were cooling down. They even collaborated on Pound Cake Paris Morton Music 2 for Drake's Nothing Was the Same album.
He's definitely one of my favorite rappers and like one of my favorite people, period. So it's tough not to want to like just go off
just
and
rap.
Give people those moments. Yeah, that's
right.
what I want to do, is just rap.
So you have like built a nice relationship with him.
I mean,
Jay.
yeah, I think like one of the strongest, I think, if not the strongest.
Of all the other rappers?
Yeah, definitely.
Wow, who knew?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, he's like he's just like an incredible mentor to me, and gives me great guidance, and is very, very supportive. And
Is that a new relationship, or were you guys always cool?
No, it's always been like that. You know,
Really?
I mean, I think the more I make him proud, you know,
that's
I
so
think, yeah, like,
cute.
you know, the more I show and prove, like that, the like, you know, that's where the relationship grows. You know, it's just like the more he has to say to me, you know, and I've been consistent enough to sort of deserve or warrant advice from him.
Right.
And he gives it to me, you know, and he's just I saw him last night. He's like he's the best.
Just when everyone thought the drama was finally dying down, Drake just had to stir the pot again. A few months after dropping Nothing Was the Same, he went to Rolling Stone and totally threw shade at Jay-Z's art obsession. Like, can you believe he actually said, "It's like Hav can't drop shit these days without at least 4 art references. The whole rap art world thing is starting to feel kinda corny." The nerve. And honey, Jay-Z wasn't about to let that slide. He came back swinging on J. Cole's We Made It remix with the most savage response. Sorry, Mrs. Drizzy, for so much art talk, silly me rapping about shit that I really bought, while these rappers rap about guns they ain't shot and a bunch of other silly shit they ain't got. The way he called him Mrs. Drizzy, I can't even. Drake, being Drake, fired back immediately on draft day, throwing shade at Jay's married life. I'm focused on making records and getting bigger, just hits no misses, that's for the married folks. But wait, it gets even messier. During a Toronto Raptors playoff game against Jay's Brooklyn Nets, Drake had the audacity to tell the crowd, "This is the people's team out here tonight, you know what I mean? Toronto Raptors, Jay-Z somewhere eating a fondue plate. Like, who brings fondue into a beef?" Jay-Z clapped back hard on DJ Khaled's They Don't Love You No More, basically calling Drake soft. Talking on the crown, watch them you clowns. Got you wound, haters want a ball, let me tighten up my drawing. Wrong sport, boy, you know you're as soft as a lacrosse team. The savagery, just when you thought it couldn't get any spicier. Drake dropped Summer 16 with that iconic line, "I used to want to be on Rockefeller, then I turned into Jay." The confidence. But then things got really interesting. They actually collaborated on Pop Style, but Jay-Z only dropped 2 lines. 2! Drake took that as the ultimate disrespect. And honestly, can you blame him? Jay-Z wasn't done yet. He checked Drake again on DJ Khaled's I Got the Keys, bragging about owning his masters. Till you're on your own, you can't be me, how we still slaves in 2016. And just to twist the knife, he added, "Real life, I'm like HOV. Real life, I'm life goals. In real life, they're like me. In real life, I'm like no." Can you feel the tension? Drake was so salty about all this that he actually dropped a solo version of Pop Style on Views, completely cutting Jay-Z and Kanye out. But here's the thing, Jay-Z seemed totally over it and just stopped responding. But Drake? Oh honey, he was not done. On his collab with 21 Savage Sneakin', he came for Jay's comments about masters. "You ain't own it right away, you had to wait on it. Man, I'm only 29, have some patience with us." And then he threw this massive shade about the label system. "Plus, I never met nobody from my label. I just pop up with the music, then they pay." The way he just casually reminded everyone that he was already winning Grammys and topping tour earnings by the time he reached Jay-Z's Reasonable Doubt age. I literally can't.
Lamar, I love to pop up. I think he's one of the top artists of this generation, period. Hate the selection. It's in New Orleans, you don't get Lil Wayne. That's what we doing?
Yeah.
Listen, you don't get Lil Wayne in New Orleans for the
Hot
Super
Boys.
Bowl. Not just Hot Boys, Cash Money, all the songs Lil Wayne's done, whether it's Blink 182, there's no reason why Lil Wayne should not be performing the Super Bowl. It's one person who's stopping this. I know, it's not really a secret. Lil Wayne had a problem with somebody before who's kind of part of the organization running it. This is payback. Who's that? Who's Lil Wayne artist? Drake.
Yeah,
this
age is crazy.
It's crazy, bro. It's ridiculous. Like this some hip hop that you probably don't know what's going on. To be totally honest with you, so we'll school you behind the scenes. Lil Wayne not to be performing in New Orleans for the Super Bowl is egregious. And it gotta stop. It gotta stop. Mike will tell you what's going on later. It gotta stop, bro. It gotta stop, man.
Yeah, and I'm doubling down on that. Hating at this age is crazy.
Yeah, it's wild.
I love Lil Wayne.
It's wild, bro.
Man. I work with Lil Wayne. I love him. Great dude.
And this has nothing towards Kendrick. If anybody deserved it, Kendrick deserved it. But there's some backstory going on.
Yeah.
Why Lil Wayne is not performing the Super Bowl.
Right, I can dig it.
Yeah, that's sad. That's so sad. Yeah, that's like really sad. Like, come on, nigga.
For real, bro.
You're that insecure, man. Like,
it's crazy.
Now this is where things get absolutely wild. DJ Academics is out here spilling all the tea about how Jay-Z is using his Rock Nation influence over the Super Bowl to push Kendrick forward. He's even bringing up Drake's 2015 diss track Charged Up as proof that there's still bad blood. And Drake? He's not just sitting back. He's filing actual legal petitions against Universal Music Group. He's claiming they're artificially boosting Kendrick's Not Like Us track. And honey, he is not having it. According to Media Takeout, Drake even sent a cease and desist letter to the NFL. Can you believe the drama? But Rock Nation and the NFL, they're apparently unbothered. They're like, nice try, Drake, and apparently warned him that messing with Kendrick's halftime show could have serious consequences. The audacity of it all.
Drake is my baby, and cause that's how we were when we came in. So whenever I think of him, I'm like, oh, that's my baby. You know what I'm saying?
Breaking news. Literally moments ago, Nicki Minaj took to Elon Musk's app to blast Jay-Z hard.
And just when you thought this couldn't get any messier, Nicki Minaj jumps into the drama. The way she's defending Drake has everyone's jaws on the floor, especially given their rocky history. Since they announced Kendrick as the 2025 Super Bowl headliner in New Orleans, Nicki has been going absolutely wild on Twitter, defending Drake and calling out Jay-Z for supposedly trying to take down the whole Young Money crew. The fact that she's Team Drake now, after all their past drama with the subtle jabs. I mean, the plot twists in this story.
Has given me some of the best advice of my career. He's given me some great advice. He's very smart, and you can't take that away from him. And also, even when there were things happening, even when I couldn't speak to him, I think he felt, the love that I will always have.
But wait, there's more. Nicki is making this whole Super Bowl situation about herself and Young Money, and she is going off. When they announced Kendrick as the first ever solo Super Bowl headliner, Nicki completely lost it. She's furious that Lil Wayne, an actual living legend from New Orleans, got passed over for the show in his own hometown. Can you imagine the disrespect? And Nicki is not just mad about Wayne. She's convinced Jay-Z is playing puppet master with Kendrick to destroy Drake's career. She's all over social media, calling Jay-Z an industry handler and exposing how the music industry manipulates everything. When a fan praised her for always being right, Nicki came back with this super confident response about how she doesn't care if people catch on later. She's just speaking her truth, and the shade just keeps coming. Nicki even threw some subtle jabs at Beyonce. I mean, the nerve. She's out here talking about two famous ninjas, one who took a knee and another who took the bag, basically calling out people for selling out. She's basically suggesting there's this whole master plan to keep everyone in line and distracted. But here's where it gets really intense. Nicki's latest accusations against Jay-Z are absolutely nuclear. She's straight up calling him a handler who uses his money and connections to control Black artists. She's going hard about how Wayne deserves his flowers now, not just after he's gone, and how he supported both her and Drake without any formal agreements. The way she's dragging Jay-Z for supposedly punishing Wayne because of his ego and old beef with Birdman, scandalous. And don't even get me started on her calling out the music industry's hypocrisy and how they're trying to erase Wayne's legacy. And that's the latest tea on this explosive music industry drama. From Jay-Z supposedly pulling strings with Kendrick, to Drake's legal threats, to Nicki's Twitter rampage defending Wayne and Drake, this situation is getting messier by the minute. The tension between these industry giants is reaching boiling point, and honestly, we're all just here for the drama. Don't forget to drop your thoughts below. Are you Team Nicki on this? Or do you think Jay-Z and Kendrick are just doing their thing? Like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned because this drama is far from over. Until next time, keep it locked for all the hottest industry tea.